bring joy to your day. Style, soul, and stories in a unique way. From New Orleans roots to the world we inspire. Every click, every view takes us higher and higher. This is your space where you can feel free. A community built with authenticity. So grab your coffee, hit play, and unwind. Your seat at the table is one of a kind. Like, comment, subscribe, it's your time to shine. Be part of the family, one of a kind. Whether it's your first time or you've been here before, we got so much love waiting for you and more. Mocha's no love bells where the queens unite. Serving southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride and stay for a while. Oh, Mocha's no love bells, it's the vibe for you. If you're new, pull up, make yourself at home. This is where we vibe, where the bells have grown. And if you're returning, thanks for coming through. We wouldn't be here without queens like you. We're serving you content that uplifts and inspires. From beauty and life hacks to chasing desires. This is more than a channel, it's where magic begins. Together we rise, together we win. Like, comment, subscribe, it's your time to shine. Be part of the family, one of a kind. Whether it's your first time or you've been here before, we got so much love waiting for you and more. Mocha's no love bells where the queens unite. Serving southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride and stay for a while. Oh, Mocha's no love bells, it's the vibe for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Every little click shows how much you care. We're building this space, making something divine. Welcome to the bells, you're already in line. So if you're new, welcome, glad you stopped by. And to the OG fam, your reason we fly. Hit that button, subscribe, and come back again. It's Mocha's no love bells where the magic begins.
She at? Say it loud! Naziah.
Moca and the Nola Bells just pulled up. Big body bitches, Roxy, Annette, Shannon, Marquita. Where the fuck is Naziah? Hey, where Naziah? That baby was 13. Told her teacher I need to talk, then dipped off the scene. Sick on the floor, y'all ain't even blink. Now she gone and we demand a link.
Where the fuck she?
She cried for help.
So sad.
Y'all played it small. Whole system call, y'all let that girl fall. CPS fake. The school ain't care. Called y'all up, nobody was there.
We see.
Now she missing. Now y'all press. She been dying inside while y'all just guessed. You failed her. Jarvis locked. Lock 'em all up. That's just a start. He know the dirt. He played a part. Shannon, sis, that's still your blood. You sat back till her time was up. Annette, Roxy, Marquita too, y'all moving funny. 4 fat bitches equal dummy. All them calls, all them signs, but y'all kept capping. All of y'all getting time. Annette, you mean spiteful witch? Let that baby suffer with a known-ass pedophile, bitch. Who's that? Nah, Marquita, y'all slow head twins look like pain, bitch. This ain't never gonna end. Y'all cap real bad, posting online. What did y'all do? What did she say to you? No, because I need to talk. That's all she said. Nobody did shit. Left school and that was it. Not saying you did it, but y'all ain't innocent. Where the fuck she at? Mocha's Nola Bells, we ain't finished. Roxy popped up, bitch, sit down. Like she been fan, wanted to be seen. Go funnies, balloon games, t-shirts, flyers, y'all moving strange. Now you say it loud, Naziah Harris, only 13. She deserved love, not damage. This, that, platinum plus pen for justice, for fire. And this pressure, it don't expire. We not done. We not done.
Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are doing well tonight. We're not intended to be here very long, but we're here nonetheless. Nonetheless. And I'm sure y'all saw that thumbnail. Y'all read the title. Her blood, y'all hands. Tonight we're calling out everybody. We're going to call them all out tonight. So y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. Hope you all had an awesome day. For those of you that are here, make sure that before wiping your feet and taking your seat, that you hit that like button for your girl. Subscribe to the channel, share the live, and have that notification set so you will always be notified when we go live. Huh? Depending on how YouTube feel on that particular day. But before we dive into this thing, let me do my due diligence and welcome each and every one of you guys to the Moca Unfiltered and Nola Bell's live stream tonight. And I just want to say, hey, 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 Shalana, hey, baby, how are you? Happy Thursday. Angelique, hey, love. Hey, podcast. I love you, sister. I love you so much. And just know I'm here for you. I'm here with you. And you're never alone. We got you, podcast. We got you. Christian, my sister, hey, boo. She says, Mocha, I know you're real busy. This is so much. Christian, girl. I walked in the house and I'm like, oh, shit, it's almost time for me to go live. But we here nonetheless. Hi, Sandra. Welcome, baby. Kimberly Earls. Hey, my love. Hi, April. Hey, Nisha Boo. Tracy, my girl. Hey, beautiful. Oh, I got two Tracies. I got a Tracy SM and a Tracy Hicks. Tracy Hicks, hey, boo. Melinda, hey, girl. Miss Sean B, my sister. Hey, girl, how are you? And we love you too, girl. Believe that. We love you too. Something sweet. Hey, beautiful. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Hey, Rosemary. Hi, Antoinette. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Kimberly Scott. Welcome, boo. Tanika. Hi. She said, yay. I made it live on time. Welcome, my love. Welcome. Hey, my girl, Bridget. Bridget, I hope you're feeling better, baby. I've been praying for you. I've been praying for you, girl. Hey, my sister, Ann. Hey, Mel. How are you, boo? Hey, Bobby. Hi, Tony. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Dr. J. One love. Hey, honey. Hey, Sister Sassy. Deidre. Hey, boo. Hey, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. OG Jamel. Hey, boo. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Hey, Jazzy. Welcome, boo. No fucks given. Hey, sister. She said, tap they ass Thursday. Mocha mods in chat. Girl, you silly. Hey, Bertha. Welcome, sis. Hey, Honey Mo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beautiful soul, welcome, welcome. Hurricane, hey boo. Hey Drea. Mwah. Happy Thursday, sis. Oh geez, Jamel said, Mocha, you have your ice water? Got a cup of Tito. She's Dollar Bill Detroit. Hey baby. She said, hey Miss Mocha, hope your day is going well. And it is. It is. Welcome, boo. Welcome. Hey Red. Okay. Hey, Kimberly Cruz from Denver. Welcome. Hey, Crystal. All right. We done made it to the bottom. We made it to the bottom quick. Oh, Miss Sean B. say, Mocha, can you and the Nola Bells wish my baby boy Chris a happy 14th birthday today? Yes, we sure can. I'm definitely not a singer. His mom is, though. But we're going to tell Chris, happy birthday. Happy birthday, nephew, from Auntie Moca and the Nola Bells. Happy birthday. 14 years old. Oh, God. And we're wishing you so many more, Chris. So many more. She's Dollar Bill says, hey, beautiful. I love your energy. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you so much. So, guys, we're going to get it in. We're going to get it in. We're going to get it popping. And we're going to talk about these people for a little while. We're going to talk about these people for a little while. Tonight, we have no intentions on leaving no stones unturned. We're putting everything on the table, putting everybody on damn blast once again until these people take accountability. They will forever be the headline in the disappearance of our daughter, our niece, our granddaughter, our cousin, Naziah. These people failed her. Hey, Mika. Welcome. Hey, Ellie. I hope Ellie's having a good day, Meek. Hey, Bobby. He says, hey, Mocha, I appreciate how you speak to us both. You guys are special to me. You really are. Hey, Constance, welcome. All of these people has failed Naziah, y'all. For many years of her life, they have failed her, but yet they choose to remain silent and hiding behind excuses that they've made for themselves and the excuses that others seems to be making for them. Well, newsflash, bitches. Tonight your gig is up. To hell with your excuses and your silence. Naziah didn't stand a chance with y'all. So why the hell should any one of y'all be spared? Anyone. So again, her blood, her baby, her disappearance, y'all hands. And y'all will sit in front of the fucking class tonight. Hey, Capricorn, welcome. Hey, Paula, welcome, boo. We all know exactly who Naziah is. We all know what she has endured at the hands of many people. Naziah was failed by her family. She was failed by her family first, starting with her biological mom, Lady. That's who failed her first. And when I say Lady failed her first, Lady failed Naziah first by knowing the situation. Lady knew exactly what she went through with Annette. After going through what she went through with Annette, we knew that was a problem. We knew it to be a problem. Lady left Annette's home at an early age, pregnant. She was out there in the streets. She wasn't on drugs at the time. She gave birth to Bori. Then she met 5%, gave birth to Naziah. Lady was not on drugs at the time. When Lady lost her kids, hey Platt, hey Rock, Michelle, hey Boo. When Lady lost custody of her kids to Annette, Lady was not on drugs. She was not on drugs at that time. She was just a piss poor mother, but she was not on drugs. Lady was given an opportunity to regain custody of her children. She chose not to. Hey, Sabrina, welcome, my love. Lady was given an opportunity to regain custody of her children. She chose not to. Instead, she chose a different life, which led her to drugs. So there's no excuse and no pass for Lady, because Lady knew the situation her children were going into when they went to Annette. Hey, Gigi. She knew the situation her children were going into when they went to Annette. So Lady don't get a pass. So Lady was the first person that ever failed Naziah. Then we got 5%. 5% is the man who claimed to be her daddy. He failed Naziah. He failed Naziah to protect his wife, as he stated. So he don't get a pass either. Then the most epic fail of them all. The most epic fail of them all. Naziah was failed by Annette. Naziah was failed by Shannon, Marquita, Florentino, and any other grown-ass family member that knew the history of Annette and what kind of ship she ran all of her fucking life, and allowed it to happen without alerting authorities years prior. Hey, Aspen, welcome. And all the other family members that allowed this shit to happen to Naziah without alerting, not just allowed it to happen to Naziah, but there's some other kids involved, and we know it. They allowed all this shit to happen without alerting authorities years prior to this happening to Naziah, because here we are speculating the obvious. We are definitely speculating the obvious. But these family members, they may not want to admit it to us, content creators, but they are aware, y'all. They are very knowledgeable of other children that was in Annette's care that went through the same shit that Naziah went through. And they disappeared the exact same way. Yet nothing was done. Yet nothing was said. But yet they're still being quiet. So they're all a bunch of see something, say and do nothing, bunch of selfish motherfuckers that don't care about none of those kids. They allowed Annette to do what Annette do. Because at this point, where's the justice? We're hollering Naziah's name all day long because Naziah was the one that was delivered to us. But where's the justice for the children that was before Naziah? Because we know they're there. We know they exist. We do know that. We do know that. But yet, these people are sitting here saying nothing. But they're going to wish they had a spoke. Hey, Jessica, welcome, baby. They're going to wish they had spoke. Bridget says, Mocha, what I don't understand is how CPS view them as being fit to raise ladies' kids. Bridget, not only has seen her fit to raise ladies' kids, but how could CPS find her fit to be in control of any kids, knowing that she has a track record and a history of children coming up missing on her watch? That I don't understand. Aspen says Homeland Security knows because they said there's a ring in Detroit. Aspen, Homeland Security do know. They've busted up a few rings from what I've read. From what I've read, they have busted up a few rings. So, family done failed Naziah. Neighbors failed Naziah. Because I'm pretty damn sure that they saw the treatment of Annette with those children. They saw that. They saw that. But yet you're allowing Annette to collect checks. The neighbors failed her. The neighbors failed all those children in Annette's home. See something, do nothing. CPS failed Naziah. They put her back in that environment after reports were being made. The school failed Naziah. They watched that baby scream and holler on that floor, crying in pain, looking for somebody, anybody that would have been her outlet. They left her there. The city failed Naziah. The city has failed every little brown and black girl and boy. Mocha, what do you mean? What exactly do you mean about the city failing every little brown and black girl and boy there? Well, the city failed them when the city put that statue in Detroit. Hey, Shine. When the city placed that statue in Detroit, the statue itself is satanic. Now, how could they allow anyone to put such a statue in the middle of their city? What the hell was the representation? A winged Baphomet, if I'm pronouncing it right. This thing has the head of a goat. It has a human body. It's part animal, part human, half man, half woman. It's labeled as a hermaphrodite. And then there are two little children looking up to it. But what stunned me the most when I read up on it, what stunned me the most is that at the unveiling of this statue, it was two pedos. Y'all call them gay, y'all call them what y'all want. It was two pedos that unveiled this statue. And when they unveiled the statue, they stood there amongst all those people. They kissed like a man and woman would do. So just this statue with the two children looking up to this satanic symbol, that was a sure way of showing Detroit, we're here to get your children. We are here to get your damn children. Now make me understand why nobody else could have seen that statue and its representation and what it symbolizes. But yet after all these years, that statue still remains. And the alarming part is the disappearance of our children, little brown and black girls mostly, have been disappearing at an all-time high. And everybody's wondering why it's such a black cloud over Detroit. Why Detroit is failing. Y'all let the devil in. Y'all let the devil in, and the devil pretty much showed y'all what they were coming to do. They showed y'all what they were coming to do. They went to try to place that same statue in Oklahoma. Oklahoma refused to let that statue be a part of their state. They went to a couple other places. They refused. But Detroit allowed that statue. And whomever put that statue there, they're the head of the ring. They knew what their purpose was. They knew why they put it there. And whomever these people are, there's a chain of command that falls under them. And a lot of these churches are part of the chain. These churches are a part of what that statue represents. Why do you all think? Why do you all think the Jehovah Church of Shalom, or whatever the hell its name is? Why do y'all think they're doing all what they're doing and they're so comfortable in doing it? I mean, all these years have never been touched. Because just like that statue is being protected, the churches are too. Churches are too. But nobody was supposed to see that. Nobody was supposed to say that. Nobody was supposed to connect the dots and see where the problem lies. But yet, our children are disappearing. Our children are disappearing. So when I say the city failed Naziah, that's what I mean. And so many other people. Hey, Jen, so many other people failed that baby. The first lady of that so-say church, she ain't worth a damn. She has a fascination with girls. She has a fascination with little children as well. So she's on the payroll. She's part of the program. She right along with those older women of that church. They have a job. First lady grooms and get with people like Big Perm. Speaks to people like Big Perm like she has all the sense in the world, knowing Big Perm is on the spectrum. And she convinces people like Big Perm to be a part of that mess. And that's where he got tied up. Because they've encouraged him that it was okay and what you're doing is right and you're doing it for the Lord. They got Big Perm snapping pictures of these children. He takes the pictures and he reports to the first lady. And the first lady takes the pictures, scout out who these children belong to. She reaches out to whomever they belong to, invite them to the church. And the next thing you know, here you find these little girls in these blonde wigs, posing for a camera, ready to go on the auction block, doing their due diligence, because that statue represents, we're here to take them out of here. Mm. In Naziah's world, Naziah only existed. The way Naziah was treated by everyone that failed her, that neglected her, that used her. Naziah was falling in love with what she loved, and that was her love of dancing. That was her only way of expressing herself, since she could not do it comfortably around the people that failed her. So Naziah was left dead a long time ago, and nobody cared. Nobody saw it. Oh, they saw it. They just turned a blind eye to it. They turned a blind eye to it. Huh. Let me check some of these comments before I keep going. Oh, Mika said Ellie's taking a nap. Tracy said, children coming up missing on Annette's watch, but yet she was getting a check. Make that make sense, Tracy? The crookedness of it all. The crookedness of it all. This is some sick shit. Anonymous Angel, hey, my love, welcome to the chat. Podcast, I thank you so very much, my love. Thank you so much. Constance, thank you, my love, for the super sticker. One love. Thank you, baby, for that super sticker. Jessica, welcome to Nola Bells, my love. Welcome. Shanier, thank you for that super sticker, my love. Thank you so much. This statue is the devil, and they know it. Detroit knows it, but Detroit didn't mind. Detroit feel they have nothing to lose at this point. They have no respect for our kind. And it shows that they have no respect for our kind, because here you are. You got Arabs taking over Detroit. If that's not saying something, without saying something, it's right in your faces. It's right in the faces. CPS definitely failed Naziah, Auntie Mo. CPS is a part of this shit with the statue, the church. How many CPS workers are a part of this church? Everybody is in this shit together. Detroit is no longer Detroit for the people. Detroit is the hub for them getting children up out of here. How could you build a future if there's no children? So we get rid of the children. We get rid of the children and the elders die off. And that's going to keep the Arabs and the white folks that's playing with the dirty money that's going to keep them in charge. Think about it. Think about it. Hey, Mary, welcome, my love. This is crazy. That statue is the damn devil. Exactly, Super Shona, that's satanic. Shine says the school especially because it's the law. Mandatory reporters of abuse, etc. Shine, exactly. But Shine, did they really care? Shine, the way this went down at that school, it was almost as if they were already warned about Naziah. They already knew her condition. Everybody knew she couldn't hide that. So it was almost like they were told in advance, leave her be. Because it's hard for me to believe that so many people saw Naziah in that condition and just left her there. It's hard for me to believe. Aspen says that statue represents Satanism. Exactly, Aspen. Exactly. But what I don't understand is how did they allow it? How did they allow it in? How is it that no one fought for its removal? Why can they not get that statue down? That statue, half woman, half man, that's a hermaphrodite. At least that's how Google worded it. It has the head of a goat, breast of a woman, body parts of a man. Two little children, a girl and a boy on each side, worshiping it. And then for the unveiling, if that statue meant any good, if that statue was any good representation of the city, when it was unveiled, why would it be unveiled by two pedos? So they knew. So they knew. Debbie says that explains the evil in that city. Debbie, pretty damn much. Hey, Valerie, welcome, boo. Pretty damn much. Antoinette says, what? Where is that in Detroit, ma'am? With your girl. Antoinette is over there with your girl, Kim Worthless. And you mean to tell me Kim Worthless want America to believe that she's for what's right, but yet she got that type of shit going on? Red fucking sunshine, hey baby. No fucks given said they sick ass worship the damn thing. That's what I read. Hey, look, Congo, welcome, baby. Tracy Hicks says, how often we hear this? Family, CPS, government, schools, they all should be convicted. They won't be convicted, Tracy, because they're all in it together. Until the right people come in and shut this shit down, it's gonna be a chain of events constantly happening. Constantly happening. Somebody needs to come in here and put their foot on that shit and shut it all down. Jessica Lee said yes. Because someone said it wasn't the first time. So is any of her other foster kids went missing? Missing? Jessica, yes. Yes. Jessica, it's no coincidence that Vari kept running away from Annette's home, right? Which is Naziah's brother. Prior to her getting Naziah and Vari, she had other foster children. There was no mention of them anymore. So if Annette could have told Vari, if you leave your black ass away from here, you better not call those people because I'm not calling them because you're not interfering with my check. And the ease that they had getting rid of Naziah, that ain't their first rodeo. I promise you that. I promise you that ain't their first rodeo. Living life, hey sister. Promise you that. Mika said nothing new under the sun. Making false gods in the form of statues like in the days of Moses and so many others. It's a sexual demon. Exactly, Mika. Exactly. And the sad part about that sexual demon, they brought it to the right place. Because in Michigan, there exists a place called Petal Island. Detroit is filled with pedos. So they did their homework and they did their research before they brought that statue there. They knew what they were doing. Not only did they know what they were doing, right? But the elected officials, the city government, they knew what they were doing when they accepted the offer to bring it there. Because I want you all to know that they've had meetings on top of meetings on top of meetings, even with the city council, to approve this statue before it got there. So they're all in on it. They're all in on it. Debbie says the spirit of that evil thing has taken hold of all the citizens. It's definitely under Satan's yoke. You better believe it, Debbie. Look at how the people in Detroit are living. Detroit should not be a city of poverty. Detroit should not be a city of low income. Detroit should not be a city of abandoned homes, crackheads, prostitution, lowlifes. Detroit is a city right now that's being ran by pedos and pimps. Even the drug dealers that ran away from Detroit. Because y'all got Satan, with the approval of the government, taking over the city. Anonymous Angel said, yes, they're letting everyone know what time it is there. Anonymous, exactly. Exactly. When that statue got there, they let them know this is what we're here for. And this is what we're going to do. And all of them, see, when that statue got there, the people that bought that statue there, they was already in touch with these churches. They knew who was pedos in Detroit already. They already had their people eyed out and mapped out. So once the statue got there, it was time for the pimps in the pulpits to go to work. And that's where the children are being nurtured, they're being groomed, and they're coming up missing through the churches. No Fuss Given says, why are they trying to hide it now, though? Talking about it's making people panic. I don't know if they're trying to hide it. People should have been panicking when it first got there. They should have been panicking when it first got there. They should have done their research. Found out what it was all about. Look at the two goddamn people that unveiled it. No way. Lady T says, hey, Lady T. She says if they're worshiping a statue that resembles Baphomet, they're definitely worshiping the devil. Lord have mercy on them, the whole city. That's sad. That's sad. Right, Mika? They need to knock that shit down, but they haven't. They haven't. Auntie Mo said it's more than just sex trafficking. It's adrenochrome and organ harvesting as well. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And Annette is a part of it, in my opinion. Annette is a part of it. Adrenochrome and organ harvesting. We know Annette participates, partakes in doing the most at her home. We know that. We know about the trafficking with Annette. We know because, hey, she pimped out her son. She pimped out her son to Big Perm. She pimped out Naziah to Eric Gamble. And she pimped out her own daughter to her husband. So sex trafficking, yes. Annette, you're part of that. And the organ harvesting, Annette, I believe you're down with that too, because Annette, in a real world, in a normal household, there's no cause, there's no reason nor rhyme for a freezer of that magnitude to be sitting in your dining room, ma'am. Make all of that shit make sense. Shine asked the question, I wonder how many children have disappeared under Annette's care. Shine, I don't honestly know. I'm not going to speculate a number. But that family, they're out here beating their gum for every damn thing else. They want to be honest about it. And if they want to be real, and if they want to sit the real on the table, they could tell you, they could tell me, they could tell us how many children disappeared from Annette's home. Tracy said, what a conversation. You could have my child. What the fuck? I think she meant can't. Can't. Aspen says I'm 3 hours south of Detroit. We moved south many years ago. I lived in a very nice area in Indiana with almost no crime. We just felt it better for our kids to move. And I'm so glad you did, Aspen. For the sake of your children. For the sake of your children. Aspen also says the gangs moved from Detroit down into Indy. That's why we moved 600 miles away. I just said that. When that statue got there, even the gangs left. Even the damn gangs left. So my question is, all these children passing through the church, Naziah coming up missing with all of these wild stories surrounding her disappearance. All these stories come from people that claim to know. Where were you when it was going on? Where was the village then? Her blood is most definitely on the hands of family, friends, and the community. All of Naziah's silent cries were ignored. All of them. They allowed her to fall through the cracks for money. out of jealousy, out of hatred, yet everybody still remains hushed mouth. The authorities dragged their feet. They did. Because there's no way. I don't give a damn how much they want to use Shannon and Annette as witnesses for the prosecution or whoever else. I don't care how much they need them. A crime is a crime. Annette and Shannon created crimes sitting on that witness stand. They created perjury. There's no way they can't be charged for that. But that goes to show you the corruption surrounding all of this. Surrounding all of this. Naziah deserved better. She did not deserve to be treated the way she has been treated with these people. The church is supposed to be a place to heal. It's not supposed to be a place to hurt people. And look at how many children are being destroyed at that church. But if it takes the last breath in me, by the time I finish digging, by the time I finish exploring that church, and everything that's in it is going to fall. Because if I dig and I find it, I will explore. Everybody has to be held accountable. The church has a hand in it. Frank's Auto Shop has a hand in it. The city of Detroit has a hand in it. Kim Worthless definitely has a hand in it. Her family, their hands are all over this. And I don't give a damn what none of them say, because in my opinion, you can't claim to love these children, yet you're putting them in danger, knowing it's danger in order for you to profit from it. What the fuck? So there's nothing that the pastor, that nobody could say to me, because you all are crooked. Jessica says, wow, it's separating it from God. The whole city is about to burn. Please leave while y'all can. It's only a matter of time. All the kids are coming up missing. So it's not growing. It's a dead town. Jessica, that part. That part. They're taking the children for a reason. They are taking the children for a reason. And I don't know if y'all know, but it was brought to my attention a couple of days ago. And then I went and read up on the article. The Arabs, they are changing. They're changing the marital age of children over there. A little girl can get married at the age of 9. And it's being protested. They're fighting it. But from the looks of it, they're not going to win. And the people that's fighting it, you know, they're fighting it because, like they said, no matter where a child comes from, 8 or 9, and you want to marry that off, you're fucking up that child's mental. That child is going to be walking around here with no education, being a birthing machine. For these Arabs just to turn around and put these children, offsprings, into the streets to prostitute. What do you think they're doing with the children that they're trafficking from the United States? Shit is crazy. Yes, Debbie, they are all brainwashed. Aspen said it's sick because Naziah is just one of that. Aspen, that part. Aspen said it's sick because Naziah is just one of what we know about. What the hell kind of church does this to children? Horrible and blasphemous. Aspen. And that's my point. Naziah is the one that we know about. How many more? How many more? It's a lot of wickedness in the city of Detroit. And they're comfortable with the wickedness. Because how in the hell do councilmen feel comfortable pulling his dick out and molesting boys? He was comfortable. There's no other way he could have done it, feeling he would have gotten away with it if he wasn't comfortable. The devil is all over that place. And the councilman, from what I read the other day, I want to say what he was sentenced to 5 years, 7 years, something like that. He was just released. Detroit is wicked as shit. Annette is going to hell. Aspen said they make catalogs of these children. This was confirmed to me years ago by a high-level authority. Aspen, I don't doubt that. This is disgusting, Aspen. I believe they make catalogs. And the reason I believe they make catalogs, Aspen, is because Kenneth, Big Perm, he had entirely too many pictures of children. First Lady, Sharon Stacy of that Jehovah Church of Shalom or whatever the fuck name it is. She has a whole shitload pictures of little children. She's dressing them up in wigs, making them look grown. While her husband parades these children around in front of strange ass men who takes pictures of them as if these children are on an auction block. The night that Bishop Herman Stacy had those children parading out there, taking pictures, looking like they were on an auction block. The men that was standing there, all nationalities, old ass men. But yet he's a man of God. Ain't shit godly about that. Not a damn thing. So I do believe a catalog is being made. Sean D said Big Perm did one thing right though, Moca. He recorded that birthday party that Shannon on the stand saying Javaris was not at. Thanks, Perm. Yes, ma'am. That's the one thing he did right. Oh, two things. He gave us the name of the pastor in the church. It's the only two things Big Perm did that made sense. I know that's right, Rock. Rock said we rebuke that in the matchless name of Jesus. Girl. Antoinette said they need to knock that statue down. Antoinette, to be honest, they should have never put the bitch up. That says a lot about the government. They should have never allowed the statue to go up. Hey, sunshine, welcome, boo. Antoinette says, I hate that lady's name. It's close to mine. It's okay, Annette. We know that's you, boo. I mean, Antoinette. We know that's you, mama. This is crazy. Tony says, Mocha, did you see the story of the 13-year-old that got shot on 7 Mile in Detroit? Tony, I did not see. Let me write this down. I'm going to go look for it. So every day is something. Every damn Debbie. Girl, we appreciate you for becoming a Nola Bell, my girl. Welcome to the family, sets. Bridget said, Mocha, our kind don't have respect for themselves. Bridget, they lost it. And that's not everywhere. And that's not everyone. But the weak ones were got. And what's really sad is these old ass women. And when I tell you old ass women, from the pictures that I saw, these old ass women in that church are old enough to be my grandmother. So these motherfuckers know better. They know better. So they're being bamboozled and they're worshiping a false god under a false prophet, under a false bishop. A bishop that bows down to a goddamn statue that's in the city of Detroit. He bows down to the statue and he's brainwashing his people to bow down to him. And as old as these women are, they should know fucking better. Because my thing is, where the hell have they been going to church prior to Herman Stacy getting there? Thank you, Christian. Ann says, I'm praying people watch your children a lot. A lot of extra codes for the summer coming up. A lot of crime against children is going on right now. We pray. We pray. Because this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We are losing children. And I know it's happening all over the world, y'all. But right now, our focus is Detroit. Detroit done bought themselves a seat. Detroit done bought themselves a ticket. So now in Detroit, we got to hop on this ride with y'all and see what the fuck is going on. Because there's no damn way the city should have allowed that statue to remain there. God damn it, we right here. And we know that there were Confederate soldiers back in the Gap that didn't give a damn for black people. That whipped us, that robbed us, that treated our ancestors like shit. They tried putting Confederate soldiers in the city. Oh, they tried. They spent a lot of good money and they succeeded. They put 1 or 2 up. In less than 7 days, the same money, the no good bastards in the seat behind the scenes that don't really want you to know that they're racist, same money they spent allowing it to come up. They have to spend double, triple money taking it down within 7 days. You got to stand for something or fall for everything. And that's what Detroit is doing. They're falling for whatever. Marianne said they took over the whole Detroit, all the way to Flint. Damn. Aspen says, Mo, CPS is part of it. 126 officials in Detroit have been named in the Diddy lawsuit. Well, I'll be goddamn. 120, 126. Wow. That's your corruption right there. That's your corruption right there. Hey, daughter, welcome, boo. Auntie Mo said the school is grooming our kids as well. It's sad. Sad. Hey, Tiff, the children don't have a chance. Aspen says we haven't let the Middle Easterners take over where we live now. There are some, because we live outside a big city. Most immigrants are Hispanic. Mm-mm-mm-mm. If you give them an inch, if you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile and a half because they feel that they're playing with dirty money. They feel like their money speaks for themselves. They're buying up everything in the black communities. And it's sad that the officials are allowing it. And I'm not just speaking for Detroit, it's going on everywhere. These city officials are allowing these people to come within our communities and buy up everything and destroying the city at the same time. This is bullshit. And if they really wanted to, no person even said, Mocha, check your email, baby. Shit is crazy. Okay, girl, I will. Aspen says, I live in the South now, and someone who have torn it down. I live in Bible Belt. Oh, girl. This shit is wicked. I mean, wicked. Podcast said Dirty Dorothy and Chester the molester Annette must be friends. You know what? They might be related. Because Dirty Dorothy and Nasty Annette moving just alike. So they may be, this is some wicked shit. Debbie said she was already, Debbie, when you say she was already initiated, Debbie, I believe that. Her picture had been already circulated all over the place. Debbie, she was already a target. Annette was taking her to the church already. Lady was affiliated with the church. Florentino affiliated with the church. The Mucinex twins affiliated with the church. Big Perm affiliated with the church. And even 5%. And all of these people were the people that Naziah was around. Can't say Jarvis because we don't know shit about whether or not Jarvis been to that church, yes or no. But I can only speak on what I found of the people that I do know had affiliation with that church. So they all set Naziah up for failure. All of them. Lakonga, my girl. Bridget said he should have used that money to help kids instead of putting up that demonic statue. But, Bridget, helping kids was not their intention. Their intent was what their intent was. And that was to gain control with their demonic ways. Hey, Rena. Tony said, where is this demonic symbol located at, Mocha? In Detroit, girl. Go and Google it. Go and Google it. Mary said, this is so bigger than Jarvis. Mary, you better know it. Again, Mary, Jarvis is a scapegoat. Jarvis is the scapegoat. Jarvis ain't got the sense of a flea. Jarvis ain't got no knowledge. Jarvis has little understanding. Jarvis operates off of street knowledge. But all his other shit, that's beyond Jarvis. That's beyond it. He can't comprehend. So they set him up like a duck to take the fall. Antoinette, you tickle me every time I see you post. Antoinette say, I ain't give up on Kim Worthy. She the one. She the one, all right. But Antoinette, you know what? I respect you though. And you know why I respect you, Antoinette? Because you're solid. You got Kim Worthy back good, bad, right, or wrong. You a real one. And I respect you for that, sis. I respect you, my girl. Red fucking Sunshine said they ain't running away for no reason. Exactly. Exactly. Those children know exactly why they're running away. And you mean to tell me nobody could bring it to the forefront as to how many children ran away from Annette and why they ran away? Man, fuck all of that. Shine says Shank Rock suggested we start a petition for all that failed her. Anyone willing to take the lead? My life already busy enough. All I can do is talk about it. Honey Mo said Annette was allowing Big Perm to rape Barbara. Indeed. Indeed. That's why I say Annette got a lot to pay for. And they're wondering why Barbara is so messed up. They're wondering why Barbara is timid. They're wondering why Barbara can't sit still holding a decent conversation. He twisting and turning in his chair. Barbara's a young man. Barbara looks too much like his mother. But because Barbara was touching, I said that the very first time we saw Barbara come on here. I said, Barbara's been touched. And lo and behold, Big Perm comes up, boom, there it is. You can't hide that. The way you sit, your demeanor, your features, it shows. It shows. Var is a young man. A young man. But sad to say, he was running around here bragging on his baby mama and a baby on the way. But Vari has a lot of little girl tendencies. Hey, Negative Nancy. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Patricia. Welcome, boo. Hey, Beverly. But we ain't here all night, y'all. We could shout. It's so much more. It's so much more. But I'm going to make sure I read all y'all comment. Oh, Lord. Shine says 44,000 petals in Michigan. God damn, Shine, that's a lot. Now, you know, if it's public record that a number is that large with petals, you don't think they're on a mission? You don't think that there's a reason why that number is so large for petals being in Michigan? You don't think there's a reason? Antoinette said there's a gray cloud over the city of Detroit when you're driving into it. And it's going to be there. Even on a sunshining day, it's going to still look gray and dark. And that's, you know, that explains a lot because my sis said she's from Detroit, born and raised. And she said to me, Moca, she no longer lives in Detroit, but she says, anytime I go back to visit, Mocha, the air stinks. So the clouds are always gray and dark, and the air stinks. Hmm. Mocha's always thinking outside of the box, right? So if there's no, if the sun, if the clouds are always gray and the air is stink, that smell like death to me. It spells death to me, and it's all because of that fucking statue. All because of that statue. Rock said same thing the celebrities worship. That's why a lot of them are pedos too. I believe it. Yes, yes, Rock, yes, yes. Hey, Mina. Miss Sean B said the lowest scum on earth. Those that prey on the weak, just disgusting. Oh, Miss Girl. Miss Sean B. Miss Sean B. That hurts my heart. Truly hurts my heart. Constance said, Petal Island, get out. Oh my God, it sounds more demonic. It's by design. Constance, that part. By design. There is a Petal Island. And the Petal Island didn't just come into existence. Petal Island has been there since the 70s, if not earlier. A whole island. Paula says, I talked all that shit about not going to Detroit, and my son has a basketball tournament there Labor Day weekend. I will be carrying. You might wanna. You might wanna. Oh, Antoinette says she left in 2000. Okay, but she still got faith in her girl, Kim Worthless. Hey, Dale. Valerie says, I heard that they were going to put those statues everywhere. Nah, Valerie, they can't, unless it's everywhere in the city of Michigan, in the state of Michigan. But they can't put those statues everywhere. Unless the council, unless the government approve it. That's bullshit. That's what I want to know, Paula. Who approved that damn statue? Aspen said it's right out in the open. They're not hiding anything about Detroit at all. They want you to know. And I think they want you to know that because they don't want outsiders in their city. They don't want nobody to see what the fuck is going on. See a bitch like me, I'd have been locked up. Because Mocha, you talk too much. Mocha, you see too much. And you talk what you see. That statue wouldn't have shut me up. I would have not stopped. So my ass would have been locked up. Naruto game. Hello, Mocha Mods and Chat. I'm a new member. I was in the bushes watching. Mocha, when you mentioned that demonic statue, welcome, my love. Welcome to the chat. That statue is a motherfucker. Tracy says, Mocha, a lot of the northern states are just surviving, wasting away from institutional poverty. That's sad. That is disgusting. That's horrible. Aspen said yes. And with that Satanism comes certain rituals, and they want children. Sin City, baby. Sin. Hey, Elaine. Sin City, baby. Sabrina said, this is so sad. I've just been shaking my head the whole time you've been talking, Mocha. Sabrina, it's real, sis. It's real. And that's the sad part about it. This ain't no alleged shit. This is real. Paula said the incest and dysfunction in that family has to go back decades for it to be this bad. Yeah, yeah. And I wish I knew the story. I wish I knew the background on the ancestors of Annette. Because this shit needs to be debunked. This shit needs to be broken down. This shit needs to be talked about. And it needs to be fixed. And Annette lived on this earth this many years, this long, to have her ass caught up in something that she wasn't willing to change. It's a hard one. It's a bad one. It's a nasty, nasty curse on that family. Nasty curse on that family. Nasty. Valerie said he get paid a lot of money for organ harvesting and sex trafficking. Girl. Let me tell you, if I had to be on a drive and I had to pass through Detroit, and if I had to pee, you hear me? I would pee in a cup in a car. Because there's no way. I ain't stopping on side the road. I ain't stopping at a place of business. Hell no. Don't. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Miss Sean B said right. Because you best believe every one of them are sitting in the bushes. They know all of them. But they master at Circle of Secrets. And I do mean all of them. Even the extras. Miss Sean B, all of them. I ain't leaving none of them out. All of them. They know. They know. How the hell you want to tell some things, but then you secretive about other things? No. You're going to tell it all. Because the cycle won't end. It won't get fixed. If you're still out here telling half truths. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But I will tell them one thing. They did Naziah dirty. All of them. And if they were comfortable enough for Naziah to be done dirty to the point where she was done dirty, they know about the others before Naziah that was done dirty too. They know. Debbie says, I worked for bio companies for years and know the justifications for those type of freezers. Huh. But let them tell it. It was special foods in there for Annette. So Annette, bitch, you eat brains, you eat hearts, you eat kidneys, you eat eyes. Huh. Fuck. Antoinette say, Kim Worthy go do the boogaloo on their asses. Nah, Antoinette, I ain't agreeing with you on that shit. But Antoinette, what I will tell you, Kim Worthless will be doing the electric slide in that baby oil. How about that? How about that? Ann says, I still feel Annette is putting deceased children in that bio freezer. A lot of teenage girls becoming pregnant. And Annette knew Naziah was, but did nothing. All I don't know what the fuck is in that freezer, but God go whip the piss out of Annette. Gigi says, God, yes, she definitely deserves more than she was given. They all failed her. And just think about how many more kids it could be at this point. Gigi, girl. You need to take Annette in the woods, strip her ass, and beat the piss out of her with a wet rope and make her tell it. But because Annette done so many dirty things to so many innocent children, she probably wouldn't mind the beating with the rope because she probably ready to go. She ready to go meet her maker straight to hell. Because Annette, the life that you got left here, bitch, is worthless. It's worthless. Debbie says definitely not for homes unless you have cells, specimens, or human remains. Exactly, Debbie. Exactly. Aspen says, Ann Jones, that's what I think. It's in that freezer too. Woo, woo. That poor baby deserves so much better. Yes, she did. Gigi said, why is it so hard to find out where this baby is? And y'all the fucking laws. Gigi, it ain't hard. It ain't hard. You know why I say that? Because we the people. We out here beating our gums. We're ranting. We're raving, right? Because we don't know. But in all honesty, Gigi, and I've accepted this long time ago. That's why my beliefs are what they are. The laws. They know. They know where Naziah is. Everybody knows where Naziah is. If they had no idea where Naziah is, if they had no idea, they would have never said stop searching. If they had no idea where Naziah was, by now there would have been a memorial. There would have been a funeral. There would have been everything. But they made everybody stop. You can't do this. You can't do that. Prime example of the missing girl from New York. The authorities told her family she was deceased. She was no longer here. And they was in recovery mode. Just like they're telling these dummies about Naziah. They're in recovery mode. The family had an entire funeral for their daughter because the authorities said she overdosed and she's no longer here. Only to find out years later, the daughter shows up. She was being trafficked. And they found her in Detroit. Get the fuck out of here. It all goes down in Detroit. Bertha says, Annette, you ugly wig-wearing, humpback, ninja turtle shaped bitch. Where the fuck is all the children? And Naziah and her baby, you special hoe. I know that's right, Bertha. I know that's right, sister. Where the fuck them children at, Annette? That's all we want to know. Miss Sean B says, but the family members won't say anything because of careers and because their bosses watch these platforms. They're a bunch of cowards. And that they are. Because I wouldn't give a fuck if it was Jesus himself watching. My child, my niece, my cousin, my granddaughter. I'ma tell it. Jesus, you just got to rip my tongue out my mouth. I love you, but I gotta tell it. How the hell are you willing to go to war to save one and say fuck the rest? This shit don't make sense to me. Ooh, yeah. Debbie says, in the fact, Big Perm sure did make. Sure, it was definitely in his video. He was hot as hell, but put her shit on display. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Patricia says some authorities are a part of the syndicate, and they are. And they are. Tony says King and his sister-in-law has committed perjury on the stand, y'all. Go back and listen to them on the stand about when the car was towed to the shop. Check out the time. Listen very closely. Tony, girl. King and his sister-in-law Okay, King lied, sister-in-law lied. Jarvis' other woman lied. Annette lied. Shannon lied. Jarvis' sister, she's very questionable. Everybody lied in the preliminary. If you listen right and you match the time and you take that and you make a timeline, too many inconsistencies. They all lied. All of them. Aspen says, yep, and the Arabs will enforce it. They also practice mail order children. Islam is not what people think. I've been reading. I've been reading. Jessica said, lock all their ass up. Antoinette says Detroit has the biggest Arab community in the U.S. This is what they practice. Baby, I said it. I said it. I said it. Ann says they're not taking these young girls to the clinic or the hospital because it will be questionable if all these minors start popping up there. They can't take them there. They can't take them there. Bunch of wicked motherfuckers. Bertha, Annette, my sister Bertha said she's sick of you, you moly face hoe. She's sick of you, bitch. Sabrina said, what does a 9-year-old know about being a wife? Because we know they're not marrying off little boys, Sabrina. You know, them some sick ass men that's willing to play with little children. Some sick ass men. Aspen says, Patricia, yes, they do. And they treat their wives like slaves. They have no choices in anything. They're huge pedophiles. Girl. Tony said Moca is very strange about the number 13 in Detroit. I'm gonna look up that number 13, girl. My sister living life says, wow, 9 years old. This is disgusting news. My God. Living life. You should have saw me when I saw it, sis. Hey, Mariah. Hey, Wendy. Sister living life. When I read that, my jaw was on the ground. Detroit, they could keep Detroit. Aspen says she's been doing her research for years. Patricia says churches have been hurting children for decades. Nobody never cared, Mocha. That's sad. That's sad. Right, sister, living life, we are definitely in our last days. And says children don't even develop at 8 and 9 years old. Surrounding the exploitation, sounding like exploitation of a minor child. It is, but they're taking it to a country where it's acceptable, where they've made a law to legalize it. And that's why these activists are trying to fight it to get the law changed. But they're fighting Arabs, they're not going to win. Onimo says Mayfair sell cabinets with names for $30K. It's a storefront for buying children. Son of child, y'all know, child, I'm taking notes. Mayfair sell cabinets for $30K. And it's only a storefront for buying children. Well, ain't this a bitch? See, the more The more we discuss this, the more interesting information comes out. Aspen says, then feed those parades, then feed those parades. Those men are buying them. Our babies are not for sale. Aspen, in that church, Jehovah Kingdom of Shalom, or whatever the fuck name it is, they were on an auction block. They were for sale. It's some wicked shit. Foster parents in Detroit ain't shit because they're working for the system. Aspen said, I was told about the catalogs from the homicide chief in the largest county of the state I live in. He wouldn't allow his children to go to the mall without him. Oh my God. See, they be knowing. They be knowing. But because they know, and that's what the fucked up part is, I feel that they tell what they know. If they work inside the police department or in a special unit in the police department, and they run across certain information that could be beneficial, right, to the citizens, they can't publicly reveal it for fear of losing their jobs or for fear of losing their lives. That's fucked up. Gigi said this case so messy and it pisses me off so much. Girl, I know. I know. Anonymous Angel said his ego was compelled by the Most High to speak the truth. And we now know where that baby is. Anonymous, you said his ego, so that means you're talking about Big Perm. His Big Perm ego was compelled by the Most High to speak the truth. Child, we go see. We go see. All Big Perm said was, she's so close, yet they're looking in all the wrong places. And says, like they did John Bonet, dressing her and having her on stage, gyrating like a grown woman. Look what happened to her. That part. That part. And that's just what Annette did Naziah. She dressed Naziah up for grown men. Same way she dressed Lady up for her husband. Same way. Same way good old Bishop is dressing up these girls and putting them on an auction block. Same way. Same damn way. This case, hey Christian. Christian said this is a Masonic temple that is not far from the Bishop Church. It's the biggest in the world. Wow. Wow, Christian. Wow. You gotta be weak as fuck to follow all this evil demonic shit though. You don't know God. You really don't. You barely know your damn self. Because if you were sure of who you were as a person, there's no way you'd be following this shit. No way. No way. Debbie says, right. Nothing that grotesque should be on display represented. It's sad. Anonymous Angel says, Anonymous Angel said, Naziah is at that church. Naziah is at the church. That's what she's saying. Gigi said, what's so crazy is the crime rate goes sky high on Halloween. They grab kids. They rob. In Detroit, they don't need Halloween, Gigi. They taking these motherfuckers on Sunday when they dress them to go to church. They done brainwash the family members so bad to as the family members are delivering their children to these pedos on a fucking platter. Make this shit make sense. Bertha said, Detroit, y'all put those phones down and hold y'all fucking heads up. Hashtag Detroit. Constance said it must be getting copper pennies because I'm sure they're not living like the Arab. Hell no. Hell no. Valerie said, God warned us about these kind of people, but no one wants to fight against it. Valerie. And he did. God said there will be days like this. And all he ever asked was for the people to turn from their wicked ways. But Detroit is not living by the book. The people in the office are not living by the book. And that's why there's a special place for those people. All of them. No Fuss Given says, I believe Detroit has been going downhill ever since the cover-up, when Kilpatrick was accused of killing that stripper. Child, I heard about that. I heard about that. Andrea said, this is crazy. Hey, Andrea said, this is crazy. So sad that this is going on and they're okay with it. The police is involved as well. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ann says, I still think about John Benet Ramsey. Her case has never been solved after all these decades. I pray Naziah won't become a cold case like John Benet. You and I both. You and I both. But I also believe what I believe, and I'm standing on that. Naziah was in that church. She may not be there now. She may not be there now. And the reason I can say she may not be there now is because the church has been revealed. The mask then fell off that church because they've been revealed. Right now, Naziah knows too much. And I pray to God that she's not unalived. But if she is, Naziah baby is still alive. Naziah is 13 years old. She's been passed around quite a few times. If anything, they have no more use for her. But they're not going to keep her around to talk. Now, they may have trafficked her off. They may have moved her. But I do believe she may no longer be in that church. But she was there. Valerie crazy. Valerie said the Eastern Sisters. Annette, Dorothy, and Frozen. Ain't that some shit? Hey, Rhonda. This shit is crazy. Debbie said CPS and DPD downplayed and ignored the reports. It all makes sense. They were trained to do so. Exactly, Debbie. Exactly. No Fucks Given said they said the Satanic Temple in Detroit has more than 200 registered members. That's what it says. That's what it says. Christian said I pulled up 99 just around the church. I searched a 1 mile radius. Now, if you pull up 99 within a 1 mile radius, imagine how many more. Keisha says, I know how it feels to be touched. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Keisha, I'm sorry. I apologize to you because nobody deserves that. Nobody, woman, boy, girl, man, nobody deserves to be violated ever. And to the person, the perpetrator, whether it be a woman or a man, they need to be decapitated. You don't violate children. You just don't. And one day, we're going to have an open panel. We're going to discuss. We're going to talk about being violated. We're going to talk about it. Because who knows? We're here to help one another. We're here to heal one another. Your story could save us, save someone. My story could save somebody. Because we all got a story to tell. Marianne said it been like that. It been like that, that dark cloud. My mama said that not too long ago again. Detroit is hell on earth. And Antoinette says, and if you feel really weird when you go to Detroit, I'm from Detroit. It's sad. That's bad. That's fucking bad. Gigi said Petal Island used to be the Bablo theme park, and that's where they would go just to get or SA kids. Baby, they got a whole island. Gigi, an entire island. Lakonga want to know how long the statue been there. Lakonga, it got there in 2015, baby. Debbie say, yep, is the smell of rotten flesh, unholy. It's a smell that seeps like sulfuric. Girl, girl, that's what my sister told me. Mo says, I really hope people take the info shared here and dig a little to have their own knowledge and understand how deep it really is. Warning, is seriously sickening. That it is. It is. And the more you guys did, I did, when we have these conversations, we all could be a part of the conversation. We really can. Drea, my love, my love, my love. Thank you for the cash app, beautiful. Wilma says they're all in on it. It's a sad city. Yes, they are. Hi, Jessica. Gigi said, and because of decades of no one getting therapy has brought us to where we are today. Facts, Gigi. Facts. Because Annette could have fixed that shit long time ago if she wanted to. Ann says, I feel you may be right, Aspen. None of them really showed no sympathy or remorse, not even Patty. Oh, y'all talking about John Bonet. Oh, I believe her daddy did that to her. I really do. I really damn do. Debbie said, is it true Annette's maiden name is Gamble? That's not a mating name. Mm-mm. That's not her maiden name. Miss Sean B. said, I went back and really listened to Shannon's testimony. She, her kids, and Naziah didn't move in with Annette until October. I told y'all that. October 2023. Janelle knew about the cops doing nothing before they were at Annette's house. I dropped the pin on that one. I told y'all. Naziah has been residing with Shannon over in wherever the fuck Shannon was living, in that townhouse that Joanna, that's her name, Jernell let her live in. Told y'all that. Naziah had been living with Shannon all that time. Jarvis was in Naziah's company since Naziah was 2, living with Shannon. And that's why I say, ain't no fucking way they could make me believe that Jarvis just started touching Naziah. If Jarvis could have molested a 4-year-old, what makes y'all think he ain't touched Naziah? Shit. Good digging, Miss Sean B. Good girl, good digging. Because everything you just discovered, I done said that in 3 or 4 different lives after the preliminary hearing. Animo said, I think it's blood, adrenochrome in that freezer. I think Annette tortures those kids and draws their blood and sells it. Bruises on their upper arms makes me wonder, Auntie Mo. Now you got me thinking, girl. Because as big as them bruises were on both of Naziah's arms, that looks like a blood draw gone bad. And didn't Shannon and Marquita work for a place where they drew blood? Man, this shit is getting wicked by the minute. Whoa. Constance says, Moca, I found Pedo Island. Hot diggity. Girl. You got, girl, Constance. Hey, sis, Chrissy. Girl. Anonymous keeps saying, check that church. No folks didn't say I saw something like that, Mocha. But it was the girl twin. They found remains and told her it was her sister. They cremated her, put her ashes with the mama. A few years later, they found her sister alive. But the family was told that they're in recovery mode. Recover my ass. How about that? Debbie says their demeanor proves their arrogance, that no one will discover and unravel the truth. They ain't never lied, but Mocha did. That's it, and that's all. Debbie, you hear me, girl? You hear? I am afraid to speak. Not when it comes to children. Not when it comes to children. No folks even say they better be ready when karma comes around. Hey, Eno. Lord, no folks said, Mocha, your mind gonna be blown when you see what I found. I'm saving it for tomorrow. I don't even want to look at it right now, sis. I don't even want to look at it right now. I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. Jessica said, yeah, they know. And the ceiling about to fall through. I pray they have a stand-up person to really see this case to justice. Jessica, me too. Jessica, what I feel is they're gonna need people outside of Detroit to be a part of this case. There's no way they could get jurors from the state of Michigan. This case is all over the place. It's worldwide. So how are they going to handle that? How are they going to handle that? Wendy says, I wonder if Shannon hates her daughter because Jarvis did his own child. Wendy, that part. That part. Shannon is a nasty, a trifling bitch. Shannon is a I'll do anything for a nigga type of bitch. How the fuck you done laid up that bitch and went through pains? Carried a child for 9 months, only to let the man that impregnated your ass have intimate relations with his own seed. That right there was a sacrifice. That right there was part of worshiping that statue. The Arabs had Jarvis right where they wanted him. Because black people don't think like that. They don't. And again, like I said, Jarvis is slow. Jarvis is slow. Jarvis would have never thought to do that. So somebody put that in Jarvis' head to make him feel like it was okay and it was acceptable. Sabrina says, Annette, you were dancing at the party, now you look broke down. That's what happens when the devil is through using you, bitch. The devil is finished with Annette, but the devil ain't done her enough. Because by the time God finishes with Annette, that bitch gonna be crawling. She gonna be crawling like a snake, trying to make it across the ground. It ain't over for Annette. Okay? That's the name of it, Debbie. Clinton Township. That's what them bitches was. That's where Shannon lived all those years with Naziah in that townhouse with Jarvis. So I'm with you, sis, Sean B. Is the lies they tell. Rock said a lot of them treat their women like that because they secretly like men. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. No fuss given said, my son heard when you said that, 9 years old. My boy said, hell no. All the Valeros gotta go. Oh, Jesus. Shut them down. Shut them down. Tell him I'm winning. Shit. Okay, Animo says Wayfair. Okay, Wayfair. Ooh. All right. I corrected that. Man. Gigi said, I remember being a teenager, and I used to see the young girls coming from the back of the Arab store where only employees should be. Argo, shaking my head. It's been going on. Been going on. No fuss given said all he did was he sound. Oh, girl, you crazy. All he did was lie and sound like Maya Angelou. Bitch, he sounded just he sounded just like why the caged bird sings. His ass sounded just like Maya Angelou. God damn. Ooh. Sister Living Life said not only the girls, but black men too was coming from back of the store. Well, Jesus. That's right, Dr. J. Lord, protect our children. No fuss given said she offered Naziah up for the harvest festival at the Evil Covenant House. That's a mild way of putting it, girl. Very mild way of putting it. But you know what? You know what? We ain't done. We ain't done. I don't give a damn if we got to go down in the dumps to pull these motherfuckers out. We will. Because there's no way. Miss Sean B said, I believe he told as many truths as he did lies. We just have to pay attention. I even believe that's Perm as Anonymous Angel. You know what, Miss Sean B? Shut your mouth, girl. I love my sisters up in here. Because Miss Sean B, I said the same thing. Because you're too many of the same things being repeated. Ann said there's a Rico coming to a city in Detroit very soon. Tony says, Mocha, do y'all know that there's a red and yellow fence in the area where Annette lives? Of course, Tony. Of course. Because, Tony, that red and yellow fence, along with those houses that Annette been bouncing from house to house in, those houses belongs to Frank. She bought them. You ain't bought shit, bitch. All of that is the Arab property. All of it. How the hell Annette could afford 3 houses on one street? All those houses. Those are trafficking houses. It's trafficking houses. Wendy said that's why those parents that sold their kids to R. Kelly should be arrested too. Exactly, Wendy. Exactly. Platt said if they found her unalive, they would have put that on the news because they would have had to look like they did something finally. I think she's alive. Platinum. Sister. Thank you. Because I too, I think outside of the box a lot. But Platinum, in my heart of hearts from day one, it stuck with me that this girl is alive. And I'm not changing my story. I'm not changing my feelings until they tell me different. Debbie said it's as bad as the Vatican and their priests. It's bad. It's bad. Anonymous said, Mocha, you onto something. That 30-day pause gave time. Oh, yeah, Anonymous. That 30-day pause gave them time to do whatever the hell they wanted to do. Whatever they wanted to do. Rena, hey, my baby. Platt said, I think she's in protective custody for this trial. Platinum, if Naziah is in protective custody, and Naziah walk in that courtroom, they're going to need the undertaker in that courtroom for Annette because that bitch go die on the spot. You hear me? Then they're going to need the biohazard team in there because Shannon go take with the shits. It gonna be a shitty mess if she walks in that courtroom. And said those Arabs in Dubai treat their women like objects. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. I've been to Dubai. I've seen it. Platinum says Annette, Antoinette right. Because why would they tell everybody to stop looking without an explanation? Hey, SC. Platt, we on the same team, sis. Keisha said, so now I don't let anyone keep my granddaughters. Keisha, I don't blame you, baby. I don't blame you. Antoinette said, Mocha, I'm coming to NOLA in July. Come on, girl. Come on, come on. It's going to be hot as piss, but come on. Come on, girl. Hey, Faye. No fuss Dimon said she probably caught him then and sent her back to Annette, baby. No fuss Dimon, you looking like me now. That do look like marks from drawing blood. Girl. Anne said Annette thinks she's not going to be charged with anything But she will be shocked if that tape comes out in court with that video of Jarvis actually being in that house. It will prove she's a liar. Not just that tape with Jarvis being in the house. There are so many more videos circulating around here with Jarvis in the picture in that house. And don't ever think that the alphabet people ain't watching these videos. They're taking everything, not just the alphabet people, but the defense team. They're watching everything. And they're snatching evidence little bit at a time. This I know to be true. No fuss given said Jarvis would have never gotten caught up, I believe, if it wasn't for Naziah. He tried his right game, but picked the wrong girl. Definitely. Definitely. He fucked around and fucked with the wrong family. That's what happened. Exactly, Miss Sean B. That's exactly why Naziah is a legend. She's a legend. No fucks given said that fence was a bus stop. Yes, ma'am. But see, we peeling through them layers. Ann says, I hope Jarvis get the same judge. It won't be her. It won't be her. Different courts. It won't. I wish it was Judge Sabria. Won't be her. She made it clear to Jarvis how she feels about him. She called him a monster. Ooh, me too, Bridget. But Bridget, I hope they're televising it because that gonna be the first time Moca go live stream. I promise you. No fucks given said we'll see why Kermit say we all gonna be looking crazy if she comes to court. That's what he said. Look, Drea. Drea said, Moca, what Annette gonna need if Naziah walks through that courtroom? The fucking Undertaker. She's gonna need an Undertaker. And the people gonna need biohazard suits to clean Shannon big shitty ass because it gonna be a shitty situation. Danielle and Ella Rose, welcome, welcome. New here, and I love it. Nothing but the truth here. Thank you, Danielle and Ella Rose. Welcome, welcome to Nola Bells. Welcome. But guys, no Thanksgiving said if she was the judge, no trial needed. He would have been sentenced. Hell yeah, he'd have been sentenced. Dre, you crazy. But Dre, I was telling the truth. That bitch go down the spot. On the spot. Uh-huh. But y'all, I've been here 2 hours. We getting the fuck up out of here. I'm going to look at whatever it is no fucks even sent me and what my other people sending me. Because I'm getting, y'all, we going to have conversation tomorrow. 2 hours. We've been here 2 hours. And yeah, no, we've covered some ground. Some interesting stuff came out. Interesting stuff. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Danielle says King going down also, but he know more than he's telling. Danielle, all of them know more than they're telling. All of them. Fucks, no fucks didn't say she's gonna grabs for real, like she faked on the news facts. Anonymous Angel said a lot of people will lose their lunch if that baby walks through the courtroom. Better have EMT ready. Better have them all. Better have them all. So guys, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say I love you all. I'm going to say I enjoy you all. We always have a fucking good time when we come in here. We always find a way to make light of a horrible situation. But this is definitely a serious situation, guys. So many people need to be looked into. So many things, so many entities needs to be looked into. The church ain't shit. The statue ain't shit. Authorities in Detroit ain't shit. But we have to save our children. I don't give a fuck how it's done. I don't give a damn what it takes. God said you make one step and I got the rest. So we got to come up with a plan. We got to find a way. Because if not, By the time the end of this year comes, I promise you, another 100 children is going to be wiped off the map in Detroit. So I want to say good night to everybody. God bless. I want to give a special shout out to my moderators. I love you guys so much because you guys hang with me. Y'all rock with me through the good and bad. And I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you for that. I love my subscribers. You guys are awesome. And I know y'all going to be here tomorrow and because we got some stuff to discuss. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. And if you have not hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button for your girl. If you're able to share the live, please do so. I really, 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 really would appreciate it. So until next time, guys, I love you all. I ain't even going out with no music tonight. Yes, Dr. J. Yes, we're on the road to 4K. We're on the road to 4K. Share the live. Share the live. And we're going to have a celebration at 4K. Every milestone means something to Moca. And we'll be back here, y'all, on tomorrow, doing it all over again. And I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say God bless. I'm going to say I love you all. We're not going to play no outro music. We just going to float right on up out of here. Because I got a few things I need to get off into. Love you guys. Mwah. God bless. Have a good night. Remember to love on your children. Pray over your children. Protect your children. See something. Say something. Save a child. Because if you don't save a child, if you don't see something and say something, that means you're part of the problem. And we don't ever, ever, ever want to be a part of the problem. We live to be a part of the solution because we are who we are. So with that being said, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say I love, Drea, you know I love you, girl. I love you. And I love each and every one of you. And I'm going to say good night and God bless. Have a blessed night, everyone.